Folks, Steve here, and today we are looking at pedal stacking. And today we're going to be stacking a Kinnatone Modded Soul Food. It's Electro-Harmonix Soul Food that was modded out here in beautiful Oregon by Brian at Kinnatone. And it's going to be going into a Electro-Harmonix Big Muff Pi. It's the Big Muff that was kind of big in the 70s, has a little Opamp switch. And I went with the Soul Food because pedal stacking is something I like. It's always a lot of fun, but it's based. The Soul Food is based off the Klon Centaur, the mythical guitar overdrive pedal that's like $2,000+ It's supposed to be the godsend of overdrives and whatnot. And that's a debate for another day. But basically, Electro-Harmonix made this is their copy of it. The one thing I found in researching that pedal is that it's stacked up. It's stacked very well with other drive pedals, and I really like the Big Muff with Opamp, and so I decided to pair them up and see what they can do. And I got really nice results. It's just one of those. It just happened to be one of those really good matches where it's two pedals that really accent each other really nicely. And it's, stacking pedals is a lot of fun because you can really get a lot out of two pedals and really make some really cool tones. So one thing you'll notice is that when you're stacking pedals, the first pedal usually, I saw this in the Jay Mascis video, that you turn the first one down pretty low. It's a little goes a long way. And you'll see that my volume is turned down pretty low, but I'll be using the other knobs to really open it up. And it's really incredible what it does, and especially going into the Big Muff, it's just takes it to a whole nother level, and it's just one that I really recommend doing. It's just a really great pair, especially if you're playing any kind of the doom riff, stoner rock. I really like to play a lot of Acid King, so that's why I had the Big Muff Opamp. That's what Lori S uses, and gets those really thick, heavy tones. Basically, Big Muff in general for that genre is really nice. But sometimes when I'm using the Big Muff, you'll find that sweet spot on it, because with muffs, like you find that you have to be real careful because the minor adjustment will change the tone like very quickly. And sometimes you just want it just a little more. You find the sweet spot on the muff, but you just need a hair more that it can't do, especially in the mid range. Big muffs are notorious for not being often lacking in the mid range department. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a little bit. I'm just going to show the Big Muff by itself, add them together, turn some knobs, and we'll see what kind of show you what happens when you put them together. This will be my clean tone. that's going through my neck pickup, which is or my bridge pickup. Pardon me, which is a Dimarzio X2N in a Epiphone G400. As you see, it really, really lights it up, and especially in the bridge position, it just really it adds a lot more of that mid-range and the high end. But what else is really cool is this thing in the neck pickup, which I have a Dimarzio Super Distortion. It really thickens it up. If you're really into that, it'll give you that really sludgy sound. So I'm going to go through the neck pickup now. Really get that heavy, thick fuzz. It sounds really cool, especially if you're going for like a Caius kind of sound. But then if you want to just get it a little more opened up, I'll show you. You can get some more high end, but still keep the thickness at the same time, and just give it a little more clarity. And now for this last part, I was talking about the the neck pickup being real thick. So what I'm going to do is, what's nice is that when you stack pedals, this one is really responsive to the tone knob on your guitar. So right now, I have this set at like around 6. I'm going to turn it just to about 2, and just to give you an idea of what's nice is like it gives you that, like, this is more that Kaya sound. It gets real thick, but yet it still gives you really nice clarity and kind of almost smooths it out. notice at the end there when I turn off the soul food, the Big Muff, it just kind of almost cuts out a little bit, and it just loses a lot of that dynamic, and especially if you're trying to go for that really thick neck pickup kind of tone. But you just lose a lot of the clarity, and it just turns it almost kind of fizzles out. If you're going into some really sludge, if you're doing that really heavy, you can just kind of jack up the muff and start tweaking on your amp. But if you want something just in front of you, that gives you a lot more control without having to, mess. You find like you have your amp settings set, and you really just don't want to, start messing with that. You kind of want to keep that like your foundation. Look at this. Look into the Kinnatone Soul Food. It has a really nice voice to it, and it stacks wells. It basically stacks wells with other pedals. I'll probably do some more videos on that as well. All right, thanks for watching.